Our ancestors survived in some of the harshest environmental conditions and developed an interrelated knowledge system that instilled expertise and skills for their survival. Our ancestors also thrived in this environment. A vital part of this system revolved around health and well-being through direct relationship with the Dena'ina. Dena'ina is part of the northern Athabascan culture. We are of Dena'ina descent, and our ancestors have lived in the Quk Taz'un area for thousands of years. Quk is the resting place of our ancestors. We feel the sacredness of this place when we are there.
Quk Taz'un Outdoor Learning Camp is held at our ancestral home of Quk. Quk is a sacred place that represents a life way before outsiders came into the region and a crossroads for change. Although the changes were positive in many ways, these changes also suppressed and replaced a cultural knowledge system and life way. This has instilled a sense of disempowerment, which has been passed on generationally. We have coped with the symptoms of this pain in many ways, including a high rate of alcoholism and drug abuse. Through healing, we take ownership of who we are and reconnect with our own inner strength. Learning from and honoring the knowledge of our ancestors, as well as incorporating new techniques, the Quk Taz'un Outdoor Learning Camp was created to support a safe environment that offers tools for well-being and promotes a relationship with the Dena'ina for the younger generation.
I'm very excited about the camp and how well it's going this year. This is our first year having the camp, and excited about the 12 students that are here. Quk Taz'un, meaning the sun is rising. I feel like our students, to me, I see them as the sun rising, as young leaders.
It's very important that you learn about Quk because this is where we originally came from. And it's very important that you learn about yourself and your people.
To learn our culture, language, to preserve it. We want you as the younger generation to remember you have learned in Dena'ina and to pass it on to the younger generation.
I think Quk Taz'un camp is good. It's a good learning opportunity and it's fun.
My favorite part is the talking circle. Archaeology is pretty cool, and I want to go to it, because you can find some ancient stuff that are in the ground, learn about the past.
I think it's important that us younger people are learning from the elders about our Dena'ina culture.
I would tell some other kids, our ancestors, how they make birch baskets, how to make medicine, or drink tea, or making homemade scrubs, and getting water, and how to catch fish, and get a lot of food for the winter and summer.
I would recommend the camp to other kids because they would learn new things and learn how to keep the planet clean and how to survive in the wilderness. I enjoyed yoga because it helped me clear my mind and focus on one thing.
I like making the knives, fish cutting knives, and hiking back to the research house because I'm really curious what we find under the ground. Well, we found a can shaped like a spoon, so we think somebody tried to make a spoon out of a can because that's what it looked like. Well, we used a metal detector and we found 7 places, so we digged up one. It took about 3 hours.
I'm an archaeologist, and I love working with young people to explain to them why we do archaeology and what it can tell us. I've been working with Randy and others to do archaeological survey, and it's great to be able to take some of you folks out to show you the homes of your ancestors.
I liked it a lot, and I like having a lot of fun, and the classes are very educational. My favorite class is going with Randy up to the ancestor house up at my Evil Creek. The priest put everybody in the water because they want to get baptized to Russian Orthodox Church, and he did, and a evil monster made a scary noise in the middle of the night, and then the creek dried up and never flowed again.
My favorite thing that I've done so far at camp was the Dena'ina language. I think that is very important to start for kids to start learning because kids aren't really getting into that anymore. And if we don't start getting into that, then it's just going to go away.
The language is very important. The language is the foundation of our culture, and a lot of our language revolves around our land and nature, and our language helps us to see the world different. And vital that we all work together to preserve our language, that we utilize the elders and fluent speakers we have to continue and pass on to future generations.
I know a little bit here and there, but I'm still trying to get fluent at it. I hope someday that I'd be a fluent speaker in the Dena'ina language.
I think the Quk Taz'un camp is really important because it gets young people out in the wilderness, and it helps us gather together elders and teachers, instructors, out in a magical place such as Quk, a historical place where we can learn about our culture, we can learn about our history through archaeology and anthropology, and we can learn about each other and how to work as a team, and just spending time outdoors is really important. So for all those reasons, I think Quk Taz'un is a good camp.
What's been really important to me and what I've been learning more about is the meaning, and I think sometimes we overlook the meaning of parts of our culture, like listening to Helen from Lime Village telling a story and talking to the students the other day. She talked about, especially in the evening, she said even the trees could hear because everything has a spirit. And so the meaning in everything we do, I think, is really important because it provides guidance for us, and it provides discipline, and it helps us to be strong, and it also helps us to develop roots in growing into leaders.
I think it's extremely important. I think young people need to know their roots and where they came from to help guide them to the future.
The language, respect, and where you came from. It's very important because this is where we started from.
Yes, it is. The young people can learn. And this place is a good place here because this is an old site. Here's where the people used to live a long time ago.
We would like to provide for the youth is to help them be good leaders and well and healthy for future generations.
Being here makes me very happy. It makes me feel very peaceful, and seeing the students out here and enjoying themselves and having fun gives me so much happiness, and I'm very grateful to be here.
The way I would support the camp in the future is keep it clean and help teach new things and learn new things from different people, from different villages.
They need cabins because the tents leak when it rains.
I think it's a wonderful experience. This is the best time I've had in a long, long time.
I really like this camp, and I want to see it keep going on in the future.
Healing yourself is something like you guys are doing here at this camp here. The same thing, you guys are healing yourself. The days you guys been here, maybe 3 or 4 days, you guys healed some things that you guys were dealing with in here, and letting it go and expressing it, and so that's real important.
You guys doing a good job. We hope you guys just keep on doing this while every year now.
We think of healing. Very important to heal and be proud of who we are as a Dena'ina. Dena'ina Islanchida. I want to be proud of that.
Been exciting to see the kids and how much they've learned and how much they've contributed to make this camp a success. And I see a lot of future leaders in our kids, and I feel like this is just a start. We had some tears, we talked about healing and how much our people need to heal and how important wellness is. And we talked about how our elders, 3 years ago, there were 30 elders who gathered, and they said the most important thing for our people is that we start healing together. And so we talked about that with these kids, and they were brave enough to share, some of them, and they supported each other. So they all deserve a big hand for what they've done this week.
Creator bless all of us. Creator bless this land. Hey ya, hey ya. Yeah, we can.
In English? No. No.
Okay, you guys are ready for Max to come in? Hey ya, ha ha ha, hey ya, ha ha ha, hey. Hey